Hi, buddy. I'm Harry McCullough. Welcome into Going Public. We'll talk this week a little bit about the Terrebonne 200, the bicentennial celebration. Here to do that, Chris Pulaski, of course, is the planning committee chairman. Celeste Baudouin is an artist. She has the poster that she won the contest, and Mike Slage is the Bayou Regional Arts Council. So, guys, thanks so much for being here. It's an exciting time. We've been talking about it all year, and we've been talking about this contest a lot, too. And then to see who the winner is and to look at it, it makes me light up. You know, when we talk about, Southern Golden Hour, beautiful posters. So tell me a little bit about the contest.
Well, for the festival, we know people want to commemorate the event, so we have a number of items, whether we're talking about beads or cups or some of the other promotional materials that we have available. Some of it's free, some of it's for purchase. But certainly one of the biggest things that any festival here in town has is a poster to commemorate it. So we came up with a contest, and we partnered up with the Bayou Regional Arts Council that Mike's here to represent, and they did a fantastic job of putting the call to artists out, and we're happy to come on your show today and announce our winner, Miss Celeste. So I'll let Mike explain a little bit about their contest and how they came about putting it together, and then we'll turn it over to Celeste.
Yeah, so Mike, we talk about our community here for artists, and there's a lot of good artists here. So how did you put a call out to say, hey, anybody interested in it?
We primarily used social media, Facebook, our Instagram, your usual, social media outlets. And then, of course, through word of mouth, too. I think a lot of artists heard about it through that. We had 7 entries, and we let the 200 committee decide who was the, they picked the winner. The Arts Council just put it together, collected all the images, gathered all the addresses of our participants, and put it in the hands of the 200 committee.
Yeah.
As far as the winner goes.
Right. So cool. And look, as Chris was saying, we have Jazz Fest, we have Tarpon Rodeo, we had, the Bayou Country State Fair, all these kind of things that always have a poster. So it's always cool. So Celeste, when you have a chance to be the artist, which is the face of one of these things, it's got to be a great honor, huh?
Oh, it was very surprising to get that call. They actually called me on my birthday, and I'm sitting there taking care of the kids, and I'm like, hello, and they told me I won, and I'm just like speechless, and they're like, exciting, huh? And I'm like, yes, very. I was like, I'm very speechless, It was great.
Yeah, your inspiration, and like I say, we'll take a look at it, and when I hear Southern Golden Hour, this is what I think of, being out on a boat somewhere. And the golden hour, I guess, could be early morning or late in the afternoon. But when I think about being on a boat late in the afternoon after a great day on the water and see this time and the colors and all, it hits me right in the perfect spot. So what was your inspiration here?
So basically, I wanted to do something that, something whenever I think of, our town, Terrebonne Parish and all, like, what I grew up seeing was this beautiful sunset, on the water all the time. My family was big into fishing. My grandpa was a fisherman and all, and, that's what I remember growing up a lot, and I just wanted to show people what I remember and what I think of when I think of Terrebonne Parish.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely. I look at it now and think golden hour and think, that's the way the camera should be pointed. I think a lot of people now, with
Right.
cell phones are pointing at themselves, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I think of for sure. So what kind of painting, and I know you have it with you there, and that's the original.
Yes,
So,
this is the original.
So, yeah, if you see the camera, there you go, and come this way. There you go.
Okay.
And there's a good shot of it, and you can see it. That's the original. So tell me about the actual paint and, how's
So
it done?
it's acrylic paint that I used, and I basically just freehanded everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. And you say your grandma was a kind of an inspiration?
My grandma, she was a painter, crafter. She was into all of that stuff, and I grew up doing a lot of painting with her and crafty stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So, Mike, how do we get our hands on a copy of this?
Well, I'm sure the posters are going to be for sale at the festival coming up in October. Well, I do want to mention one of the criteria for the poster contest was to the theme was celebrating 200 years of Terrebonne Parish, of course, and another one was marketability. We wanted something that people want to enjoy and hang in their home. So I think they did an excellent job, and Celeste did an excellent job with the subject matter, with the title. To me, it fits hand in hand with celebrating 200 years here in Terrebonne Parish, because when I think of Terrebonne Parish, I mean, that's exactly what I think of.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Bayous, pelicans, egrets, gorgeous cypress trees. It really represents what we were trying to, show.
Right.
And while this was the entry that was selected, I mean, I have to say, we had some really talented artists, that were and works that were submitted. So it was a difficult decision, but I think we did a great job picking this one. So everybody was real pleased with the final outcome.
Well, like I say, part of these things to me is collecting them over years. Now, I guess I'll have to wait till the 250th to get the next one. But
Yeah.
I was around for 150. I don't know if I'll be around for 250. But no, part of the fun of it is like, hey, I went to Jazz Fest. The year Trombone Shorty was on the cover, or Michael Baptiste was on the cover of the Jazz Fest poster, or I was down in Grand Isle for the Tarpon Rodeo in 1982, and I still have that poster. But part of it is remembering what happened during that time in the festival too. So this festival's not over. In fact, we've got more festival to go, so you can remember the 200 celebration with this poster, right? So tell me, I'm getting you into saying, what do we have left with the festival?
Yeah, so we have more presentations coming up. The next set of presentations will be culture. And there's so much culture in Terrebonne Parish that it simply wasn't possible to have it done under one presentation. So Thursday, September 22nd, will be part one of culture, and then part two will be the following Saturday, which is September 24th. Both of those will be at the main library. The one on Thursday will be from, I think, 4 to 8 p.m., and the one on Saturday is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about it, but the festival itself, we see there's a gazebo going up at the courthouse. That's going to be cool. You're going to have a big parade. There's a lot of, obviously finding stuff to put into the time capsule, right?
Right.
That's all. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but that's all going into what's finishing up, what's still to come, right?
Right. I mean, besides culture, we have architecture, we have seafood, we have sports, and then we have entertainment. And those are those monthly presentations. But the festival is sort of the culmination of everything, although we will have some presentations that happen after the festival. But that festival is Saturday, October 15th, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Courthouse Square. We will have a parade that rolls at 2 p.m., weather permitting. And we're going to have a lot of fun stuff in there. We'll have a time capsule that will dedicate the bandstand that's under construction now. We'll have the ribbon cutting for that, and that day will be the first day any bands play there. We have other music acts playing on the main stage. We have demonstrations both at the Courthouse Square and also in some of the cultural tents. We'll have United Home and Nation Tribe will be out there, as will other folks doing like wood carving, the duck decoys, stuff like that. We have a few surprises for folks. We'll have lots of food. And the parade itself will be from Town Hall to the Courthouse Square. And we really are looking to promote, there you go. We're really looking to promote the parade. And if you go on that image there, you see terrebonne200.org. You can register for the parade. There's no fee to be a participant, but we do ask that people just dress in some sort of period clothing. You pick the time frame. You can have, we will have limited cups and doubloons for people to throw. You could bring individually wrapped candy, kind of like they do at the Christmas parade, but there will be no floats in the parade. So it'll basically be, classic cars, some horse and buggies, and then people on foot. And then we have the time capsule, like you mentioned, and also on the same website, there's a link to where you can see the list of items that the Garden Club, they're helping us with that one, they're searching for. So if anybody's interested, there's a way you get a hold of the folks, and I think the library is the drop site for those
I see.
items.
Hey, Celeste, let's talk a little bit more about your career. So when you get a poster like this, does that help your career, kind of boost things?
Well, this is my first one, so I guess we'll see. But I definitely, I do have my side business that's called RC Southern Crafting. I paint door hangers and wood decor that, people can visit me on Facebook and see anytime. So yeah, I guess we'll see how this
Well,
helps.
And we talked about our community, and that's kind of how I've known about people that are from this area that are now doing stuff. You watch Instagram, everybody kind of posts that, and Etsy, and I guess those kind of things. Is that kind of how an artist kind of gets going now, is to do those kind of things?
I mean, in my opinion, yeah, I think social media, websites and all is your best bet, just because that's what, how the world is. You get on your phone and you see something you like and you buy it.
Yeah. Mike, same question for you, and I guess you'd love everybody to come by and see stuff hanging up,
absolutely. I'm an artist as well. My real job is an art teacher. But I started out doing festivals here, and I would do every festival that Homa had to offer, whether it was downtown on the bayou.
right? We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're going public right after this.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South's Ambulatory Surgery Center offers patients advanced and innovative outpatient procedures using the latest technology and treatment options. The first of its kind in the region, this center provides our patients and their families with high-quality care in a convenient, comfortable, and safe environment at a lower cost. Trust your care to the cardiovascular care team you know and love at CIS. Learn more at cardio.com.
Pelican Waste and Debris is your local company. We don't just work here, we live here and understand the unique challenges that face our region. Our commitment to our community and customers and love for Louisiana keeps us motivated. Pelican meets every residential and commercial service need, offering roll-off, front-load, and compactor services, ideal for hotels, restaurants, apartments, construction or industrial sites, and much more. We also make recycling simple and cost-efficient, offering single-stream recycling program options. We have set the highest standards for environmental protection, community engagement, and guaranteed client satisfaction. Visit pelicanwaste.net or call us at 985-873-9553 to save money with hassle-free service. Our team has over 100 years of experience, so we know how to make you happy. The sky is the limit, so fly with the Pelican.
A new company with a lot of history. GIS Engineering has rapidly grown its brand around an experienced team of professionals. GIS Engineering is a full-service planning, engineering, procurement, and construction management company specializing in coastal protection and restoration, upstream and downstream industrial, and transportation infrastructure projects. Putting people first, GIS Engineering, a new company with a lot of history.
Hi, buddy. Welcome back into Going Public. I am Harry McCullough. We're talking about the Terrebonne 200 Bicentennial Celebration. We do that with the Planning Committee Chairman, Mr. Chris Pulaski, Celeste Baudouin, who is an artist for the Southern Golden Hour. She won the poster contest. And Mike Slage is the Bi-Regional Arts Consul. So, again, thanks, guys, so much for being with us. And the poster just says it all, and it's beautiful. But there's a lot that's going around, and a lot that we've seen so far. So, Chris, you learn anything new with these celebrations? I'm sure you have, because just when you guys spend a little time with me, I learn something new every time.
Yeah, the presentations really are where you really learn a lot about the history of Terrebonne, and those we still have several coming up. We have the Culture Part 1 on Thursday, the 22nd of September. Part 2 will be Saturday, September 24th. Then following that, we have architecture, then we have seafood, then sports, and then finally entertainment. But, I mean, interesting things, I mean, just little tidbits. Terrebonne, when it was first carved out of the Fouche Parish, it was 2 words. But somewhere at some point in Baton Rouge, they changed it to 1 word.
Right, they were speaking English.
Who knows who did that, when, or why? Maybe they just were typing away and forgot to hit the space tab. No one really seems to know, but I thought that was really interesting, that Terrebonne it originally was 2 different words.
No, like I say, every time we talk, the population was amazing to me.
Yeah.
Then the free people and the number of slaves that were here
Yeah.
were like an incredible different number that I'd ever been thought of. And anyway, it's just a bunch of different things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you think of a sleepy little area that was just for trapping and seafood, lots changed over the time for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And, I think my hat's off to the subcommittees and all the folks involved in all the presentations that we've had and the ones to come. A lot of work's gone into it. And I would encourage everybody to go out and see those. And also keep in mind, too, that on our website, we'll be having links to all of those presentations. We will have information or items from some of those presentations on display, either static display or live displays at the festival on Saturday, October 15th.
Yeah, so we have a website, the Terrebonne 200, the Terrebonne 200 website that we'll put up in a second. There we go. And so that's coming up, the Bicentennial Festival Parade. Just one aspect of it. Of course, there's a lot going on. But that bottom number, if you can go online to terrebonne200.org, is a great way you can see a list of everything that's
Correct.
going on.
You can get a list of all of the events that we have coming up, all of the presentations. You can you can sign up and register to be in the parade. And I want to, talk a little bit about that for a second. I mean, the parade's open to anybody. There's no fee to participate in the parade. We're certainly looking for anybody who has a classic car or a vehicle or horse and buggy or anything of interest like that. But I just want to make sure people are aware that this isn't your traditional parade in the sense that we'll have floats. It's not Mardi Gras. It's not the Christmas parade. So it'll mostly be like classic vehicles and then people on foot. Now, if groups want to sign on, that's perfectly fine. We would just ask, even dance troupes, if you are a dance troupe, that's fine too, but we would ask that the dance be historical in nature. We won't be having party buses. It won't be, again, it's not Mardi Gras, and nothing against Mardi Gras,
Right.
of course, and nothing against any of the other parades that we have around. This was just a little bit different. We would encourage everybody to dress in some sort of period clothing. You pick the period. If you want to have music, you could do that, but the music would just need to be appropriate with the costume, let's say. So if you guys are dressing up in 50s, that's an easy example, and you want to have doo-wop music playing, go right ahead.
Right. So I could wear my Letterman's jacket from 1978, but I'd
Yeah,
have to have
play
I'd have to
Aerosmith.
have disco music.
Yeah. I mean,
I
as
know what
people
you're saying.
sign on,
Right.
we'll be reaching out with everybody, and the staging area will be at Town Hall. If anybody's familiar with the Rougarou Parade in years past, that's where everything was set up. So we pretty much have the routine there pretty dialed in.
Did y'all do one on music, by the way? Or I guess that would be
Entertainment.
arts and entertainment.
Yep.
What kind of music were we listening to in 1822?
I'm not going to steal any of Karen's thunder.
I'd like to look it up on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't think they had
I'm sure there was a
Spotify.
washboard in there somewhere. Probably a mouth
A
harp.
drum? Yeah.
Probably a mouth harp or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of the presentations have been really informative, and we're having a lot of fun with it as well. Naturally, we're going to have food and music at the festival. We have a lot of vendors have signed up. food vendors. We also have some volunteer groups like Terrebonne Terrebonne High School Athletic Boosters. They're helping out, as our Rotary, Synergy Bank. We have a lot of the big volunteer groups that are coming in to help with whether it be beverages and water or beer or whatever it is. We're going to be having a lot of that for everyone. And then we have a merchant area where we have craft vendors for sale with their items for sale as well.
All right.
So
Well, you're talking about vendors, well, not so much vendors, but you're going to have booths. And one of them's going to have you, right, Celeste?
Yep.
So you're going to have a
correct. I'll be
booth
there.
and you're going to be signing this poster. Can you just put that up one more time for folks that didn't catch the first segment? But this is the poster that actually won for the poster contest. It's a Southern Golden Hour. So anybody that's looking at it can if you've ever been out in a boat when the sun's going up or coming up, it's a perfect time. And like I was saying before, that such a beautiful representation of our area and the beauty and the colors that happen on a bayou or a marsh or a coast all the time. So what will you be doing? You'll have, like, anybody can come by and talk about your inspiration, that kind of stuff with you, get you to sign them?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be there, and I'll have me a Sharpie, and you can come get your poster signed.
Okay, these are for sale?
correct. We have 200 posters available for sale the day of the festival.
I got you. So, yeah, you'll have your little Sharpie. Hope your hand doesn't cramp up, right?
I know, right?
So all the festival merchandise will be for sale in the merchant area. So that we're also trying to get, folks to come see the other vendors that are out there too. But in addition to the poster, we have an ornament, Christmas ornament, and we also have a medallion, desk medallion, like a paperweight. So we'll have those two items for sale as well as koozies. But you can purchase the poster, and then you could go over to the tent where Celeste will be signing, and she'll have a display for her
I got you.
items as well.
Hey, Mike, the Bayou Regional Arts Council, we talked about Art After Dark. It's always a November thing. You're not calling it that, and it's a different name, but it's back, right?
It is Art After Dark, but we're rebranding this year. The Art Guild has given us permission to, working in conjunction with them, to basically transform it. Because Art After Dark was a wonderful event. People would come out for a few hours every September. We moved it to November, and we're trying to make it into a real true art festival. This year, it's going to be a one-day festival, November 19th, from 11 to 8 at night. So it's going to be pretty much dawn to dusk. So we are, like I said, we are in conjunction with the Art Guild over there, so that to promote it.
And how many artists will be involved with that, you think?
I think we have about 50. I want to say we have about 50 artists right now already involved, and there's also going to be a cultural food cook-off along with that to draw people, and music all day long as well.
Yeah.
So
What's hot right now? It's funny how those things kind of run, and then you'll see slate, or you'll see the cathedrals, the slanted buildings in New Orleans, whatever. What's going on now?
Well, I can't tell you what's hot right now, but I promise you, you will find something that you enjoy, something that you would want to hang in your house when you go to the art, when you go to our festival.
Celeste, are you going to be part of that?
Yes.
Do you have a
Yep, I will have a booth there.
Yeah, what do you call that? A collection, I guess? So you have a big collection of different things?
I have a good stock of items, yeah.
And you say door hangers.
Yeah, door hangers.
Can you explain that a little bit to me?
So, your front door.
Right.
A lot of people like to dress them up and, do Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or year-round door hangers. And
Like, things
like
that hang
wooden.
from the top. Right.
Yeah,
I got
wooden door hangers. That's what I sell.
I got you.
Yep, and I'll be there.
That was a great market, too. It's, like I
Yeah.
say, a lot. And
Everybody has a door.
Yep.
everybody has a couple of doors, right? And every season, right? If you
Yeah.
you can dress up from birthdays to Mardi Gras to Halloween
Yep,
to
exactly.
Christmas, for always something going on. Hey, let's take one more look, Jen, if you don't mind, so anybody can look at that website. Obviously, this will be for the festival parade that's going on. It'll be October 15th. But the Bicentennial Festival and Parade, again, still looking for stuff. to put in a time capsule. Still looking for participants for the parade. So anybody that wants to be part of it, dress up and bring some music or dances. Just bring it for a timepiece. And you can go to terrebonne200.org is a way to go. So Mike, Celeste, Chris, appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. And congratulations
Thank you.
on the
Thank
poster.
you.
All right, that's Going Public. I'm Harry McCullough. We'll see you guys next time.